into this strange world, hoping I could learn a bit about how to give and take.
What's up, guys? It's Mr. Oz here, and I just wanted to go ahead and say this right off the bat, that the frame rate in the Institute is fucking terrible. Like, I've been playing with it, trying to get it right for like the last hour, and hadn't got anywhere with it. So I'm just gonna say fuck it, and you just deal with it, really. I can't do anything about it.
Perhaps after you've been disassembled, we can use your components to make something that's actually useful.
Huh.
There's a lot of hubris around here. I don't care for it.
Ah, loud. Whoa.
Scanning unknown identity.
Clearance confirmed. Oh, apparently I passed it. Man, the frame rate is fucking terrible. Is this person over here? There he is. Jump over the railing. I don't care if it takes some damage.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
Hey, Doc.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the Facilities Division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
On board with what?
The Institute, of course. Sean implied you operated on a level, if not equal, then at least similar to the rest of us. Curious. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
Who built this place, originally? Has it been here long?
The construction of the Institute is the work of generations of scientists. The original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and built increasingly sophisticated habitats and laboratories. It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're digging out tunnels for new facilities and infrastructure. Just think what this place will look like 100 years from now. I hope I'm there to see it. That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full gen
Well then.
roll out.
There we go.
Are you like...
Greetings.
You can return to duty.
As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface.
Of course.
How may I assist you today?
Ooh, cool.
Let's see what you have.
Institute Weapons Auto Plasma Rifle. I shouldn't be looking at this. Let's just go ahead and move on to the next person. And it's starting to get a little bit better. Yay, the frame rate's finally easing up a little bit. My brain's not screaming at my head to shut the game off. Oh, is it back? It's back.
Have you had time to examine my latest reports on batch 2?
Who's this person?
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our...
Hi, Doc.
I wonder how the Warwick family
So
is
good
doing.
to have you here.
Young
Dr.
Wally must be
Clayton
close
Holdren,
to 10 years old by
head
now.
of the Bioscience Division.
It's remarkable that
I
any
can't
child
wait
can
for you to see the
survive
work
for
we're
so
doing.
long up there, don't you
It's
think?
truly amazing.
Like what?
I was just about to explain that. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of studies such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Seems like there's nothing you guys can't do.
With hard work and ingenuity, any challenge can be overcome. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is, but I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm not sure how well I'll fit in, but I'd like to give it a try.
Great. I was hoping you'd say that. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Is there anything I can do to help out?
There might be. Tell you what, you get settled in, and check back with me later. I'll see what I can find out.
Okay then. All the food in the world. I bet you it's the plant textures that's fucking it up. Oh, there's the gorillas. Synth gorillas!
Dr. Holder, the Synth Gorilla Project is showing promising results.
Cool. That is really cool. Okay. Let's head out.
You're here. Glad you made it.
Well done. Ah! The frame rate, it's back! Hello. Sliding door.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Through here?
Nothing. At this
Who are
point,
you?
she's just doing it for fun.
Excuse me, doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
Well, that was productive.
Well, that's insulting.
I'm sorry. Not my intention. There's just quite a bit going on right now, and your arrival has the potential to throw things off schedule. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
I'd like a progress report on your division, if you don't mind.
Taking your new appointment in stride, I see. Very well. We've shifted resources off of other projects, like the child synth, to focus on Phase 3. I'm hoping that the above-ground efforts are successful. I understand those depend heavily on you.
Interesting. Let me turn the volume back down again. I'm turning the volume up and down so that I can listen to the actual people talking myself. And then I'll just mute my own audio so that you don't get a double back. Or not a double back, an echo, I guess. And the frame rate, my God. Safety first! Excuse the banter in the background. I had to go use the bathroom. But I'm back now. Let's do this! This has definitely been interesting. Synth retention, I guess.
The dosage will be much larger than the protocol, sir.
Oh, it's a courser.
Authorized personnel only.
No, let's not talk to him. You're scary looking, bro.
Well, you can tell him that I...
I'm seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads
We're
together.
all looking forward to working.
Open the door!
On the targeting package upgrades
Yes.
I asked for. Maybe I should take some courses with me.
Now let me turn it up again.
Please don't. There's enough
Doctor.
friction as it is
So,
between us and pretty much
here you
all the
are.
other departments.
Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Why? Don't you trust me?
Oh, it's nothing personal. I don't trust anyone. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
If the synths want to be free, you should let them.
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'd like to know more about the synth reclamation process.
Fine. Once a Courser has located a rogue synth, it uses that synth's recall code to wipe its memories and render it inert. We then begin the delicate process of restoring the neural pathways to their original configuration. In those cases where the procedure is successful, the synth returns to duty with no memory of its time on the surface. All too often, we're unable to repair the damage and are forced to dispose of the unit entirely.
Excuse me.
These guys sound like assholes. Like, they don't even give a shit. They're like, oh, we don't care. You have feelings? Oh, fuck them. You're a machine. It's kind of disgusting, but hey, it's their choice.
Sometimes you have to lean on the other departments.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know that feeling all too well. Having to lean on others to get what you want. Now, to go talk to Father again. I wonder if this is what's causing frame rate. The water. I mean, it's a cool idea, it's just... it's a little taxing on the computer. Here we go. Let's hope this doesn't take too long. Oh, hey. This came from downstairs, so I don't think I need to go through there.
Remember to keep unnecessary power
I need to figure out a way up here again.
Don't recharge. Your primary level is below 2%.
Damn it, frame rate, stop it. No one likes it when you act like a child. Son! What's up?
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
You've got technology here that I never dreamed possible. It's amazing.
I'm glad you can appreciate what we've accomplished. None of it has been easy. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind, redefined. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
If the synths are intelligent and self-aware, then they have a right to free will.
However closely they may approximate human behavior, they are still our creations. When you see what I have to show you, I think you'll agree that we know what is best for our synths. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
We'll bring that synth home.
That would be best for everyone. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.
Now, how the hell do I get out of here? Oh right, I need to go back to the teleporter and the frame rate. The frame rate is back! I need to get the hell out of here so I can reclaim my frame rate. I guess I'll show this off real quick, me turning in this quest. Shouldn't be too hard if you'll go around the obstacles. What are you doing? Oh, you're just sitting here.
This place is really coming together, huh? I can't take all the credit.
Here's that holotape you gave me, full of Institute data. I hope.
Well, all right. I'll start digging into this and see if I can make heads or tails of it.
The Institute isn't our enemy, remember.
I know, but it never hurts to be prepared. Just in case they decide the Commonwealth isn't big enough for the both of us. All the good stuff on here is going to be encrypted. So the first job is to see if I can crack it. After that, well, I'll have to see what I've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe.
Yay! What's up, guys? I'm back and ready to do this.
And the new guy patched me up, put me on his shoulder, and blasted his way through the rest of the complex. Synths everywhere.
Carrying you the whole time?
Amazing, right?
That's one word for it. Deacon told me you single-handedly secured Carrington's prototype, disabled a minefield, and wiped out 100 Gen 1s. So is any of that true?
Every word he said was true, and then some.
A full 100. I can't even imagine.
See? Just like I said, boss.
I was expecting Deacon to grab a full team, including Glory, to secure that prototype. But instead, just the two of you cleared out the entire switchboard.
You'd be insane not to sign him up, Des.
You've certainly made an impression on Deacon. He's never spoken about, or lied about, anyone so highly before. Welcome to the Railroad, Agent.
Glad to be aboard.
It seems we're very lucky to have you. So you're in. Now we need to know what to call you. Secrecy keeps us alive. Code names are a part of that. So what's yours?
Well, my name is Dr. Whipnene, so Professor is a good one.
Call me Professor.
You certainly demonstrated your intelligence. Professor it is. Your first official order is to deliver Dr. Carrington his prototype and see if he can use another pair of hands. But first, it's time to meet the rest of the gang.
What's
the location
up?
of our HQ is one of our most tightly guarded.
Damn!
So be careful coming in or
That was definitely an interesting bout. Yay! More points. Give me all the points. Piper liked that, apparently. I made her wet.
This is it. It may lack the amenities of the switchboard, but it's safe. Take precautions not to use supplies. Things are chaotic.
Cool. Now I can fast travel from here. What are you? Railroad agent? Hehehehe. I don't use guns. I use melee weapons.
Listen up, everyone. This is the professor. He did the switchboard off with Deacon. He's a full agent, effective immediately. I'm counting on each of you to show him the ropes. Feel free to welcome him aboard. That is all.
Use the back entrance. Too much traffic through the church and we'll burn this hideout.
I just heard the most fascinating rumor. The story goes that you...
Wait, there's a back exit? Interesting. Oh, I see it. Oh, a line of beds. How cruel. Is this the way out? Interesting. Very.